Okay, we're going to look at setting up a test for bipolar output. So what you have to do is go into the menu. We're going to go down to the setup part of the menu. We're going to go into test sequences, and we're going to create a new test. For this example, I've named it 0001. You press edit, and then you add a new test. We're going to come down to continuous power test. We're going to go into the edit option. As you can see, this is where we can change a load of variables. So the load is meant to be 100 ohms. We're changing the lower limits for the power output to 8 and the upper limit to 12. Our test time is going to be 14 seconds. And the cycle time will be 2 seconds for each. For the purpose of this test, we have to select 10 watts. You will do this for each setting for bipolar. There are 3 settings for each. As you can see, that's how the layout of the connections have to be. Okay, so one limb comes into the top left connector, and the second connector will be measured through the measuring device. We have a jumper lead that measures across from the load bank into the measuring device. Looking at the Force FX now, obviously we need to connect this into the bipolar outlay, so it doesn't matter which way you connect these rounds. Next we turn on the unit. It will run through a self-test, so there will be 3 sets of lights on each program for bipolar cut and coag, and then the REM alarm will come on as well. Once that's complete, we can go and move to the back of the unit where we can plug in the bipolar foot switch. Now we move the power up to 10 watts. You save any changes you've made for the test. Next, you have to come into auto mode to begin your test sequence. So we're going to put an asset number in. I used the same one as the test sequence code that we made. Okay, there are all our settings that we moved before. Once you're happy with it all, we can start the test. Okay, so what we're looking for here is the RMS current, which is the most important value we're looking at. So in the manual it states it should be 315 milliamps plus or minus 24 milliamps. So as you can see, the test is complete. We've got 322, so it's well within its range.